Brendan, P3 News and Reviews. Trying something a little different here. Way before the whole overlanding thing became something, I had rebadged my Tacoma as an expedition edition. Just something different, as everybody was doing it back in the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. As my needs have grown and my family has grown, I've added to it and figured I would start trying to use my years of experience here to see what I can do to help others. And of course, as new things come out, or that I'm getting to add to my rig, I'm going to try to do some videos here for everybody. Here we've got the Gooloo GT4000 Junpstart pack. Also, it can be used for running cell phones, recharging cell phones, laptops. It does have a 12-volt adapter, so you can use your fridge freezer type deal. So we'll be testing that later on, hopefully here in the series as things come along. So let's get here to unboxing. I'm not going to do the major testing because all the big guys have done that. Project Farm, shout out to you guys. If you want to see some major testing on these guys, that's who it's going to be. So we're going to cut here and get to unboxing. I apologize. Yes, this is done at night, unfortunately. So some bug noise may be apparent. I apologize for that. So solid packaging they've got here. We'll see what all it does have. It's a little easier to do these things in the evening time. Obviously, less additional traffic of people, but also with having kids and everything, it's a little easier to manage. So solid packaging here, very nice. Sorry folks, no ASMR here. So here's your basic battery pack. We'll see straight out of the box, see what shows up. So we've got an 81% charge. I don't know how well you can see that. Let's see here. So 81% charge straight out of the box. So not too shabby. You've got your various modes here. I'll come in here. All your ports nicely labeled. So you have your 12 volt for your engine start, which the cable should be in there. Your DC out, standard DC out plug there. A USB out, standard 2.6 amp. USB out, higher 5 voltage, 9 voltage, 12 voltage. The other one is standard, just 5. So that's your high output USB, your very regular output USB. And an in-out PD 100 watt USB-C style connection. So not shabby there. Solid options. When we turn it on here, let's see without reading the directions if I can get the light to light. Oh, there you go. So press and hold that, lights up the light. Woohoo! Hey. So not too shabby. I'll turn off my light here so you can see. I'll shut that camera light off. So it's not bad. That's where it's without light. Not bad with that. So enough to get you by. But that's not its main function here. So shut that off. Blinky mode, SOS, strobe, and off. So nice little added features. If you're just carrying something like this, those can be very handy when you're out on the trail. Or my main goal with this is that if this works well for me, I'm going to get a second one for my wife. Living in the Midwest, winters can be unpredictable, and I want her to have something that's easier to jump a vehicle with when it gets down to those uber cold days. So continuing on, I'll come in a little closer here so we can see. So there's your packaging. Manual. I'm a guy, so why should I read that, right? Eventually I probably will for some of the advanced functions. It does come with a standard little bag, nothing fancy. Here are your cables that plug in to that high output I'm dropping everything. So when you plug these in, you just have that end connector. It's pretty simple. You can't plug it in the wrong way. Plug it in. There you go. Solid connection. Yes, you can pull it out, but solid connection for what it is. It does come with a variety of cables that conveniently I can drop on the ground everywhere I go. But I think I'll probably get that bag that they sell for these things, the hard case. So USB-C to USB-C, so charging or uncharging. A USB-C to standard USB, I believe that's type A, but your standard USB outlet that all of us have known for most of our years. 12-volt adapter for your cigarette lighter to a USB-C outlet so you can charge in the car while on the go. Neat little feature I never saw on the pictures through Amazon was this little USB outlet here, so you can plug in something else to charge at the same time, I'm guessing. So see, there you go. Not shabby. Quality of the cables here, these cables, standard, cheap stuff, nothing fancy. This, good heavy duty feel, at least, without cutting to see what actual gauge wire is in there, but at least a good solid feel. And here's the last piece that comes in the box. This is your cigarette outlet style adapter with the standard barrel plug connector. You can get additional barrel plug connector things to go into here as such, so it works. So you could use something like this to run your fridge freezer off of with the USB outlet. You could just plug that in, run more USB-Cs, all the USBs at one time. But nonetheless, what I wanted to be able to do with this was, besides jumpstart the car, of course charge electronics on the go, but we'll see how well this works with, I got a fridge freezer unboxing and review coming up, so we'll see how that goes to run off this. I doubt it's going to work for the entire, a day, but we'll see. Who knows? Quick facts on, or stats on what this does have. So this is the GT4000s to be official. Capacity is 88.8 watt hours. Starting current 800 amps. Peak current 4000 amps. USB-C in and out, 100 watt max. Backwards compatibility, USB 1, USB 2, and a DC out. DC out is 15 volts, that's 10 amp, 150 watt max. So that's pretty healthy on here. So that should run most smaller fridge freezers, at least for a little bit. And of course, I guess you couldn't hook up a small inverter to this to charge something else via a plug, but AC inverter. But we'll put this through some paces and see how it works. Again, I'm not going to do some major testing on this. If you want to see that, head over to Project Farm. He's got the best videos out there for testing of all sorts of battery packs like this. And I don't have a huge, 6-liter diesel that he's got, farm tractor, to see if I can start only with this. So, 4-liter V6 should be no problem. But we'll see how this goes. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see where the overlanding side of this channel goes. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more. Eventually I'll probably try to monetize, but for right now I'll have some links, but they're not monetized. Enjoy, guys. So, little bonus here. Went inside to plug this in to charge. Obviously it does not have a charger with it, or a wall outlet charger. So I've got my trusty charger that I use for a Chromebook. We'll plug that in right there. Sorry, doing this one-handed. Found this out. Comes on. And here's what's kind of neat. You see here. it's telling me how fast or what wattage it's actually pulling. So right now it's pulling an average of somewhere in between 45 to 49 watts max out of the USB-C charger that I've got there for my Chromebook. You can get those 100-watt chargers that, if you like, they bundle this. But I opted just for the plain thing because I figure I've got plenty of chargers at home, I don't need to fast charge it, and I'll probably card charge it most of the time. Also, one other side note on this unit, I did actually purchase this, so no sponsorship here, no free products, just real honest stuff. We'll see how this does. Cool little feature, didn't see that in anything, but we'll see what else this guy has.